Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for inviting Diego, Di Marie. It's been a pleasure to work together. For those who don't know, we work together on Dia del Niño here in Playa de Rosarito. We work together collecting a lot of toys. Many of you worked with us delivering to the kids. It was a fantastic event. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating on this great event. Well, as they introduced me, I am Aziel Adame. I am an architect. And it's a tradition here in Playa de Rosarito to, related to the mayor to take this honorary post. I'm the president of DIF, which I'm going to explain you what we do, how we do it, and why we need your help to keep working on that, okay? So what is DIF? It's a decentralized public body responsible for designing, operating, and coordinating social policies aimed at improving the well-being of families, especially those in vulnerable situations. We work together with child and youth support, which means we have right and protection programs, we have reactional cultural and educational activities, and of course, school-based preventing campaigns. We work also with the senior citizen services, day centers and social integration programs, health service, physical activities, and reaction, and emotional and legal support programs. We work also with inclusion of people with disabilities, different disabilities. We have like skill and job training workshops and referral to special medical service. So right now on DIF, we're working, we have like 75 members there on DIF. We're working together on this, especially points of people who need us the most. There are some specific areas here in Playa de Rosarito that need more help than others. We have it very clearly noticed. So we work together on that. I wanted to share to you a little video about what we do on the field. Is that important too? Because we're not we don't work from our desk, clearly. We work more in the field, so I wanted you to see it more than listen to me, okay? So.
Part of Playa de Rosarito, DIF works every day to support, protect, and strengthen the families who need it most. Our mission is clear: to promote access to social assistance services and ensure that everyone who needs them can receive them, with the support of federal, state, and local governments, and with the invaluable collaboration of civil society and the private sector. In our psychology department, we provide emotional and psychological support for those going through difficult times, helping people heal from within. Through social work, we guide people to the right services and institutions, and help manage social and in-kind support for the most vulnerable members of our community. Our food program provides basic pantry items while promoting healthy eating habits in our community. In cases of domestic violence, we provide legal advice with respect and confidentiality, supporting families in rebuilding their lives. We also issue disability ID cards and permits so individuals can access designated spaces and services with dignity and ease. We regularly visit and support our senior citizens, offering care, information, and workshops in coordination with other services. In our child care centers, we nurture and promote the healthy development of young children in a safe, loving environment. At our family school, we offer workshops on self-esteem, relationships, family development, and emotional growth. We also guide couples preparing for marriage, giving them legal tools and helping instill strong family value. Through our community well-being centers, we offer hands-on training and skill-based workshops to empower people with tools for a better future. At our community breakfast kitchens, we serve hot, healthy, and balanced meals, nourishing not just the body, but also the spirit. At DIF Rosarito, every action counts, every effort transforms a life, and all of this is possible thanks to people who believe in the power of solidarity. Today, more than ever, we need allies like you. Join us. Be part of the change.
Thank you so much. So the municipal DIF of Playas de Rosarito represents the most human side of the government. Through programs, services, and community actions, it promotes social development and safeguards fundamental rights for those who need it the most. Working with commitment, compassion, and strong sense of service. Right now, I want to talk to you about this campaign. This campaign is about menstruation. Last month, on 28th, to be sure, we commemorate the women's health. That it's been really hard and with lack of information. We began to this campaign making a video asking to each member from DIF, how was the first time? And the face was like, wasn't comfortable because the conversation is still uncomfortable. Besides, we work together, we work with a lot of ACs, we work with a lot of associations, but the conversation is still a hard one. So we want to talk a little bit about the history. I'm not gonna talk pretty much about this, but we know it. On the history of menstruation, on other cultures, they talk about something mystic, and for some, like on Egypt, it was something amazing. It was like little goddess. But for another ones, it was like impurity. It becomes like impurity. At the Middle Ages, the doctors called us hysterical. That we were hysterical. They didn't study us. They just blame us and shame us about this really natural thing that happens to every woman every month. So, on the 19th century, our doctors get a little bit more advanced, and that's the first time that we have sanitary pads, and also invented, this was like a little diaper, even. And the woman needed to stay at home on these days, and don't talk to anybody else about it, because it feels so uncomfortable for the entire family, right? So in the 20th century, we started a little bit more of exploration about this task. On the 60s and 70s, the feminist movement opened this conversation to more scientific and stopped doing just the same studies to men, and it started to including us women on this pretty particular studies that was just for us. It was just for us. So in the 21st century, we're talking that this is still a pretty hard conversation, as I told, and it's really hard to work on the destigmatization, I said it right, of this topic. We are talking here about period puberty. It is not at the access of every woman. On the entire world, I'm not talking just about Playas de Rosarito, this is something worldwide. right? This is a biggest problem. So, why is it important to talk about menstruation? It is essential to break taboos. It is essential to promote health for women. It is essential to ensure equity. For a long time, this topic was being surrounded by a lot of myths, but a lot of shame and a lot of silence. Last week, I was talking to my grandma, and I was telling her that I was going to start with this campaign, and she was very excited about it. There it is. As I was saying, I was talking to my grandma, and I was telling her how we're going to work with this campaign, and she was very excited because she told me that she's from Durango, Mexico. She's from a little town called Canatlan. So there, on that town, it was just one store of convenience for the entire town. And guess what? There wasn't hygiene products for women there. So she told me that when she was giving birth to her third child, my mother, until that time, nobody talked to her about what menstruation was and how she can, what was she feeling, these cramps, this anxiety, this change of humors that is pretty normal. And she was really excited to open this conversation for the young generations, right? So this is why it's important. And we need your support. We need your help with this. This campaign is going to work with three important strategies. We're going to start on the schools. We're going to go on June 16, 17, and 18, a couple of schools each day. We're going to talk to the girls and the boys too about it. We're going to deliver some kits. I'm going to show you how these kits are going to look. So we're going to deliver this. Here is going to have a lot of options, right? Like the pads, the tampons, the creams, painkillers, etc., etc. Maybe they're not going to use the entire kit, but they're going to have options. They're going to see that they can have another conversation. Maybe they don't use the tampons. Their friend are going to use it. And it's going to be a real team work between together. So we need your help because we need to collect all these hygiene products to deliver to these girls, to compare and share these, let's see, neutral soap, grounds medication, heating pads. Not everyone had access to that. My grandma told me I can help you to make some little bags with rice and beans that I can put it in the microwave, and they have this and use it for the cramps pain, right? Because we need to again because we need to give them options, right? And cheaper options, because it takes a lot of money to every month to each woman, right? So we have also this option, the menstrual cups. The menstrual cups, you can't go to any store and get one. It's not that common. And not every girl knows how it works, how they clean it. They kind of scared of that one. But we want to include it to this kit so they have access to it. And also, this cup, well, is cheaper for a long time. For a long term, I mean. And, well, each sanitary pad equals to like 6 plastic bags, I mean. So we need to work on that too, because it is important for us to work with the environment, but it is important for us to be healthy as a woman. So we need your help with this. And joining this cause is more than generously. It's a commitment to equality, health, and the right to menstruate without fear or stigma. Thank you so much.